I'm out here on campus about to start taking my lidar data of my target. As you can hear, it's really windy, so my lidar system actually keeps blowing around. So I'm a little worried that I'm gonna get bad quality photos with it moving, and also it actually blew over once already. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm now in MATLAB trying to run this data. Actually getting an error thrown. I think that's because last time I took the data and I moved it into this folder. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do this time. So the Pi generates this data that I'm looking for. And that's awesome, but I need to have it in the same folder as the MATLAB file. And the MATLAB file I'm working with is in my 489Y folder. So I need to move the PyCharm generated text file into this folder. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to go to my Pi. And so this is the folder I want. I'm going to copy it so I can keep it just in case I needed it for anything else. Drop it in here. That's not actually what I needed to do. I needed to make the text file, and I had to make it as oh, it's in here. That's why. Okay, so it's in there. So that should be fine then. So now when I run it, still now it's within a folder in that folder, so I need to go into here, all the pictures, I need to take it, copy it out, campus test results. See, it says it right there, it's text file. Boom, and now it runs. Now it's going to take a while, so I'll speed up the video here, but hopefully it gives me a better 3D plot than the PyCharm one. If not, either there's a lot of noise in my data or my data is just not good right now. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. My computer's really working. All these softwares open. It's taxed with all the games. Alright, here you go. Here's the first figure. I got 3 figures. Here it's panning. Very interesting geometry it's showing here. This doesn't look great so far. I think the scale might be a little too big. It's because there's a point in 100. I don't know where that point came from. 100 on the z-axis. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of detail there. My previous thing came out better. I mean, it's very complex geometry, so it's hard to tell, where anything really is right now. I'm gonna come back and run it again and see how it works. I'm currently running my PyCharm data. I changed my HSV values to match the color picker values that I got when I was on campus mapping. My RO and my RPC are the same as my previous adjustment I made. So I kept those same H values the same. So this should all work very well. Hopefully, it's still processing. It's been taking a fair amount of time. I'm also opening MATLAB and a couple other software. So here you go. It opened up. Looks rough. So overall, I'm not thrilled with my scan. Thought the data I got for the previous thing in my basement was better. Now that might have been because I could control the light in and out. When I picked my object to map, I liked the complex geometry. But now I'm kind of seeing that it can be a little difficult to see complex geometry in these little points, and it's hard to tell when I'm getting bad data if it's just because of noise or is it my instrument. There's way more light near where I took data than I ever thought about when I picked it, and the object itself and the bench that it's connected to is very dark also. So seeing the laser is tough, even with a good HSV numbers. So right now what I'm doing, since my data wasn't great, I'm going through my pictures and I'm seeing why maybe my data wasn't so great or what it was. I mean, it all seems fine here. The fact that my angles are moving, I just might not have I might not be getting the depth, the pixel depth I need, is what I'm worried about. And here, I'm not surprised I don't get a lot of data because of the light that's on the bottom of that bench. But here I should be getting good data. So now I'm gonna have to go through color picker scheme and see if I can see the laser here. So that's what we'll do now. I'm gonna run the color picker data then. That's good. So I redid the axes on the MATLAB code, and now it's a lot better. It shows a lot more detail. You can tell that there's rock surfaces that I'm getting data on. The biggest one that I see is you can see the lip of the upper rock here. And that's a pretty defining characteristic of the map as a whole. Still wish it was a little better, but it is what it is. Let's see how these are. Well, let's see it come around here. And then this is very clear layers. This looks the same, just more zoomed in.